Bob, thank you for bringing this very special vehicle by the ranch.
I appreciate you having us out here. I really
haven't tested or driven a Roxor, Mahindra Roxor, in quite some years. And this is a 2026 model.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Basically, it's a small four-wheel drive utility vehicle, a Roxor HD.
Yes.
Turbo diesel engine, manual transmission.
Yes, exactly. And really, really low gearing, 538 gears. So it will, you know, it's just a workhorse.
Look at this. You see this, Gavin? I'm dancing. First gear, four-wheel drive, low range, and 538
gears. Yep.
So Bob, tell me a little bit about what you do with or for Mahindra.
So what's fun about it is I started this year with Mahindra, and we're really moving back into a large commercial sales application. Okay. So all the stuff we've talked about, the tractors and even the Roxor, as it's been available for retail, now we're really trying to push it into a larger commercial market.
So they've been on sale all this time. I mean, I first saw it probably, 6 or 7 years ago?
Yes, you did a test a while back.
Yes.
And that was the older version.
Okay.
And then now it's been all updated. So this is the 2026 model. And we're pushing it out into the commercial market. So anywhere you think that police agencies, security agencies, energy companies, utility companies, oil and gas companies. That's really where I'm trying to push it right now.
Okay. So tell me about this engine, because like we talked about also, it's 2.7 liter turbo diesel. You could see a little turbocharger right there.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun because everything here is so simple and laid out. So yes, 2.7 liter turbo diesel. It's really got the tractor internals, so it does not require diesel emission fluid.
Okay.
It's a Tier 4 emission vehicle, which is
And I see some labels. I mean, it's very kind of clearly laid out. Very nice. There's a fan, obviously, alternator. Yep. Everything is nearby.
It's so simple. It's high intake, right? So for water fording.
A filter over here.
Yep. Very simple, very easy to work on. 55 horsepower, 144 pounds-feet of torque. But as you've demonstrated by driving it, how much power do you really need if the gearing is done correctly?
It's helping you.
Right. And you've got a top speed of about 53 miles per hour. So you can really get around with it as well, and you don't have to have a lot of power, and you've got a power takeoff. So if you need to run accessories, you're going to run that accessory with 55 horsepower off of the PTO. Now,
I want to ask you about the history of this machine later, but right now we're in Andre's pit. This is lava lane.
Just let it go.
And do you think I can just let it go?
Maybe. We'll give it a try.
Oh, it's going. Almost no gas.
It'll throw it. Just let it do its work. This is what I love about it. It's a workhorse, right?
It's finding traction.
Yeah. They're open differentials, so of course, if you had done some type of an upgrade, which many people do,
you can add locking differentials, basically.
There's customers that have added locking differentials. Yeah.
But I mean, this is kind of a traditional driving experience.
It is.
If you've driven older vehicles and you understand the mechanicals of it, you could actually get by sometimes without locking differentials.
Right. And like you said, we'll talk about it later, but you know, the history of this vehicle goes back to 1947 with Willis Overland, and Mahindra built them under contract. So if you ever saw the TV show MASH, that was this is really a derivative off the original CJ3B.
Yeah.
Which is 1947. And it's been upgraded and whatnot, but that's where the history is.
So if you're kind of wondering how big is this thing, it's not that big. That's on purpose. The wheelbase is 96 inches long, which is almost the same, a little bit shorter than a two-door modern JL Jeep Wrangler. So that's a nice, compact wheelbase, about 9 inches of ground clearance, and it's got, check this out, let's go underneath really quick. It's got solid axles. You can see this right there. The transfer case is right in the middle, and I like that it's protected by this cross member and the little skid plate, and you could also drain the fluid, or if you need to change anything right there. Now, we talked about leaf springs. So leaf sprung front and rear. The shocks are very easy to reach also. The shocks are under here in the back. And in the front, you can kind of see them right there. Very simple. And then let's go around the back. It's a utility vehicle, right? So first, I want to show you, start underneath. By the way, Bob is telling me the entire body, of course, frame and the body are all steel. Here's a steel bumper. Here's a nice little skid plate. About 16 gallons of fuel capacity, so kind of factor that in. Here you can mount a plate and a hitch, a pintle hitch or a simple ball, and the towing capacity is up to 3,500 pounds, which is plenty for kind of utility work around the property or whatever job you're doing. So that's nice. Now let's look at the cargo area. It's a swing gate. There's a little latch. Open it up, and there's a lot of space here. Very easy, low loading floor, and it's just a 2-seat vehicle. And you can see a little center console, cup holders. Everything is quite easy to reach. Actually, there are 4 cup holders in here. And now we're going to try it on the rocky terrain.
Exactly. You can do it again, first gear, and just let the clutch out.
First gear, let the clutch
and just,
out.
You know, depending on how much time you want to take when you're driving.
Yeah.
But it'll do, yeah, there you go. Total professional. There you go.
Just a tiny bit of gas because I'm searching for traction right now.
Exactly. And they're open diffs, so they're going to work a little bit for you. But I think the odds of it getting stuck
or actually stalling are very low.
Very low. And with low gears like that.
Yeah. So this engine is a 2.7 liter, which is actually a fairly large 4-cylinder.
Yes, it is.
Displacement.
Yes. We share that with one of our tractors, the Mahindra tractors.
Okay.
And the beauty of it is, being a diesel, it does not require diesel emission fluid. So this engine is a Tier 4 diesel motor, no DEF.
So
which is
basically
another savings for a customer. They don't have to buy diesel emission fluid.
Exactly. And also some simplicity that comes along with it, right?
Very simple. Yeah.
So this is kind of a off-highway utility vehicle, basically.
It is, and as a workhorse, right? 1,500 pounds of payload, 3,500 pounds of towing.
Yeah.
I mean, this is designed for you to go to work.
I'm surprised by the payload, actually, because I was expecting you would say, you know, maybe 1,000 pounds, right?
Yeah.
But 1,500 pounds, it's
right.
I mean, and there's quite a large space behind this here.
Yes.
All right, so we're going to challenge it a little bit. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready. My confidence is high.
I know we talked about open differentials, but these trenches are kind of like these elephant steps,
right?
You know, designed to try to twist the vehicle up a little bit.
Sure.
And I might actually use a tiny bit of brake.
Maybe.
To maybe try to sand.
It may not, you know, you're not going to get, what's funny is you're not going to get a lot of twist out of it.
Yeah.
Because it's an all steel frame and it's leaf springs on all 4 corners.
And
you
might heavy springs too.
Very heavy.
Relatively speaking.
Yeah, you're not going to get a bunch of flex. And you just drive it. Just drive it.
There we go.
There you go.
It's searching for traction.
It is.
This is very difficult for it, but you know what? It's not stalling.
It won't stall. You know, this might be a second gear hill, not first gear. Might be second gear.
Oh, you need momentum, you mean?
Yeah. Give it a little bit and put it in second gear and just go. Yeah, there you go.
Hold on.
She'll go.
I need to get a little bit of a running start.
Yeah, we have to do good because my engineers are going to make sure that I was a good teacher.
Well,
there you go.
Not just that.
There you go.
But that was about 2,500 RPM.
Right.
So it's a very low RPM engine.
It is.
Like a utility vehicle needs to be.
Yes, it is. Well, and it's a diesel, right? So you get all your torque delivery at the low end, but now what you have the ability to do is to pick another gear. And once you've learned how to drive it, which you're much better at driving it than I am, you understand what gear you need to be in to do the work that you need to do.
Yeah. And the reason why I was saying if I can grab a little bit of brake, I do have 3 pedals here, obviously.
Yes.
So grabbing a brake is easier with an automatic transmission, but when you grab brake, sometimes it could transfer that torque right to another tire.
Right.
So there's different techniques, right, that you can use, or a little bit of momentum. We don't want to have a lot of momentum.
Correct. You don't want to bounce it too hard.
Yeah.
But again, stuff like this, just a nice steady throttle pressure and let the engine do its work. It's not going to stall. And as long as you're grabbing some traction, and again, remember, I didn't air the tires down.
No.
And
Because I asked you not to.
Right, there you go.
Yes.
But it's a good solid tire, the standard tire.
Yes.
But it's, you can easily change them.
And when you take a vehicle like this, Roxor, into the wilderness, for example, like here in Colorado mountains, it's great to bring Onyx Off-Road app with you because even though you might be on a trail, it's great to know who owns which land, because some of it is public, some of it may not be public. And you can also check out camping, dispersed camping areas. It's very simple to do. And also you can know which trail is open, which one is closed due to weather or other conditions. Check them out using the link in the description below. And you can also save some money during this holiday season for the subscription for the following year. And
you're right.
It's got about, 9 inches of ground clearance, right?
Yeah, yep. And you're doing, the thing is you're letting it do its work, right? And you're not pushing it too hard to where it's gonna, because the suspension is stiff to get that payload.
Yeah.
But if you just let it do its work, it'll just do it, and you can just let the clutch out.
Yeah.
And it's interesting how when people say, "Oh, I might stall it," you're not going to stall it. Just let the clutch out.
You know what I just realized, Bob? This could be the perfect, if you have a little property, let's say like us, this could be a perfect first learning vehicle.
It's perfect. You're right.
Like I have a 14-year-old son. If my son got into this seat, and a lot of people are kind of afraid of trying a manual transmission.
Sure.
This would be super simple.
Sure, because they understand the mechanics of letting the clutch out and how it starts to roll.
But this is also very forgiving.
Very much so.
It's almost never stalls.
Yep.
I haven't been able to stall it. And also,
we could stay out here all day. Isn't this fun? You got some work to do on your little hill here.
So as you can see, this is an open cab. This is kind of how it comes as a base vehicle, Roxor HD. There's also an all-weather version of it, which is basically an enclosed cab with a windshield and climate control system. I haven't tested that one, at least recently, but you got air conditioning and heat available as well. But I love how the opening is so large, even for a larger dude like me, I can actually get in. Now, I have my transfer case lever right here. As you can see, all the way towards is 4 low. There's neutral, 4 high, and 2 wheel drive. So you can leave it in 2 if you want to. There's some drainage holes. Gavin, I don't know if you could tell. There's a couple of drainage holes, one on each side, at least in the front. And basically, if some mud or dirt gets in here, you can hose it out. Very nice and simple. There's a grab handles here for the passenger. Of course, I've got a pretty nice and simple steering wheel. And then also, I want to show you the gauges. Everything is quite clear. I quite like this gauge, actually. So you got fuel, you've got your RPM. Of course, 2 counters for the RPM. You got your mileage. Also, you can check your hours of operation. And there's a couple of lights around the bottom of it for different needs, your seatbelt light and your parking brake light. There's a 12 volt here. I love how simple this is. Headlight switch. Just one. You don't need anything more. Yes, very nice horn. And also here, 2 extra cup holders. My sunglasses are over here. I love the simplicity of this. It kind of reminds me a little bit of my project van, my 4x4 Buhanka van as well. Simple, easy to look after and operate. And you were saying there's a PTO on this transmission as well.
Right, so it's got a power takeoff on it. And again, this is a 55 horsepower diesel engine. So you've got 55 horsepower on a PTO is very highly rated.
So I'm going to bounce you around a little bit here.
Sure. There's a lot of equipment that you can run with 55 horsepower.
Like
big plow, big pumps,
A winch?
A big winch.
Yes.
And again, it's got that utility, right? So people put lift kits on them, bigger wheels and tires. I think I sent you a picture of one of our show vehicles,
Yes.
which is called the Marshall.
Uh-huh.
You know, you look at it and see how big the wheels and tires are, and it's almost the size of, a full size. Well, it's very close in dimensions to the Jeep.
Now, Bob, in the front here, a very simple face.
Yep.
But kind of a unique face, I would say, to Roxor.
Right. It is absolutely unique to Roxor, and that's to give it some differentiation from other products.
Exactly. So I see here a plate that's covering, you could install a winch in here?
Yes. Yep. You just remove that plate. It just keeps it clean.
Okay. And it's steel bumpers. So at first, when you first drove up here, I thought this was going to be a plastic end.
Nope. It's all
but
steel.
It's not.
Nope. Everything
So,
is steel. That's the beauty of it.
Protecting your wheel and everything here. So,
Yep. That's the beauty of it. It's all steel, and you can do so much with it, right?
yeah. So I wanted to ask you about pricing finally. So,
Yeah.
so what's the pricing range for consumer versions, let's
So
say?
consumer versions, I would say it's low 20s for this, and up to high 20s. So I'm going to say it's 23 to 29. But
And the 29 is the all-weather
HD
version.
all-weather,
Okay.
and keep in mind too that that's air conditioning, heat, windshield wipers, and also there's always factory incentives, right? So as we move from one year to the next, those prices really come down quite a bit, and I know we've got some good incentives on them right now. So I would say mid-20s, you're safe as far as pricing.
Very nice. Well, thanks for bringing me
appreciate
by.
you.
I really enjoyed today.
It's great to see the ranch, man. I've been to the ranch. It's great. I appreciate you.